On this episode of Magic Customs, we're going to drag a snowblower out of the ground that's been stuck in there for about 20 years, and we hope to have it running in time to do all of this snow. Shout out to Chris. He wanted to see more than just cars and trucks. Let's go. Welcome back to Magic Customs. We're going to do something different this episode. There's a guy that works with my wife, and he says, "Oh, well, I watch your videos, and I mean, you guys don't do anything but car stuff. You know, like snowblowers or lawnmowers, stuff like that." Like, yeah, it's kind of off-brand, I guess, but then I started to think about it. It's going to snow tonight, Connecticut. Just got the plow truck all squared away. But I got a surprise for you guys. And it is in this old outbuilding that's falling down. I'm fairly certain this is still in here. Those things just rotting away. Yeah, I'm gonna get attacked by an animal, I'm sure. There's wheels in here. A couple bicycles. Look at that old girl. Ariens Sno-Thro. Man, she's in the ground. I'm fairly certain I've had this thing for almost 20 years. When we bought our first house, my dad gave it to me and says, "Yeah, you know, it did run at some point." He goes, "I even think I replaced the engine on it at one point." I'm like, well, it's not a modern snowblower. It's kind of difficult to use, but, you know, it's a good backup. So we moved it from the other house, put it here. And it has basically lived here, well, for a long time. Man, it's, I don't even... Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move some crap, and I'm going to try to get it out of this little shed. And we're going to bring her to the garage, and we're going to see if we can bring her back to life. And then we're going to see, can it still throw snow? Well, I got it freed up. But watch this. Watch this. It's so much. It's, Get this stuff off of here. I don't want to bring all this dirt to the garage. Why is it so wet? Oh no, the chainsaw is on it. I'm like, why is it so oily on the top? I got it. I got it. So look at this unit. This thing is an absolute chunk unit. It doesn't roll backwards. I think it's supposed to, though. It's not in gear. I don't know. Maybe it was in first. That's why it didn't roll. It should have been neutral. Look at where it was living. Had to dig it out of there. I drag this thing locked up across the grass. Whew, she's a heavy girl. It's hard to kind of break free when I hit the driveway. So there she is. Ariens Sno-Thro. I don't know. I'm gonna have to clean it. I'm gonna look up the serial number. 710M. That can't be 1969. I'm gonna look that up, but this thing needs a cleaning first before we do anything. It's covered in chainsaw oil. Actually, probably saved it. Alright, admittedly, I'm not doing all that great trying to clean it up, and I'm afraid there's so much oil in here. This thing's going to be a two-stroke when it fires up. This thing's going to be a crop duster. But, so let's just check important stuff. I know that the transmission shifter moves when you disengage that, but it won't go into neutral. I think I busted it into neutral on the driveway. Here's where the... Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it's moving easy. Actually, it's moving way too... Oh, no, it's got compression. It's got compression. Oh, yeah. It's got compression. Let's check if it's got oil. Oh, the oil actually looks mint. And it's full. Well, it's full because it didn't run. Actually, let's feel that. Oh, it's actually, that's not bad. It's good enough to run it, guys. Good enough to run it. I think I'm going to pull that spark plug and clean it up. And I got to do something with this primer bulb because this clearly isn't going to work like this. Well, it's got a little bit of oil. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's not terrible though. It actually looks clean on this side. This side's pretty bad. I think I'm just gonna clean it up with the wire wheel. Oh, tank's clean. Plus, probably shouldn't fill it too much in case we got to take the tank off. But all right, and that's enough. And check for leaks. Light this thing. I'll have to push it out of my garage on fire. That would make one hell of a video for you guys if this thing lights on fire and I got to push it out. I mean, that kind of did it. I mean, you guys think that'll work? No, it just kind of got stuck on the bottom. I don't know if the float's stuck. We can pull the carb if we have to, but hey, maybe we get lucky and we don't have to do a whole lot and this thing just roars to life. Yeah, right. Throttle moves okay. Choke. Got this stupid key. I don't know why they put those things in. I don't think this primer thing works. But, here or there. I'm assuming this engages the drive for the transmission. And this says blower in, out. I mean, oh, hold on. This will go up and this goes this way. I don't know what this thing does, but we'll figure that out. I'm assuming it just engages the blower. So let's put that out. It doesn't even feel like it's disengaging anything. And then we're going to pull this thing over. And you guys can laugh when it doesn't start and I blow my shoulder out, because anybody who watches the channel knows that I have a bad shoulder. Two bad shoulders. All right, here we go. Before I have to go get some starting fluid. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Holy crap. It just blew out a bunch of stuff. There must be a mouse nest or something in there. Oh, I was not expecting that. What if we take the choke off? Try that. Yeah, right. Ha! Well, guys, that's clearly a win. The main jet's got to be clogged, so let's see if I can shut the... Of course I can't shut the gas off to it. Maybe we can just pinch it, and then I can pull the bottom of that off. And we'll get in there real deep like. Not really sure if this is a mouse nest or what this was, but it certainly looks like it. This is all the crap it blew out of there. I think we gotta pull the cover, or maybe just get the compressor and blow it out. Gotta be honest with you, I didn't expect that to start at all. Kinda happy it did, but how the hell do you get this choke thing off of here? You just bust it off? Ugh. I don't know. I don't want to break it now that I know that it runs. Oh, hey, got it. So it's D-shaped, and it does have a locator to go into the groove. Here, let me, I don't know, you guys don't care about that. Let's see if we can get this off of here. Anything else holding us up? Wiring for the kill switch. That's okay, we can kind of hang this thing because that's not going to come off of there. Maybe we'll put it over here. There we go. Well, oh yeah, there's definitely a mouse house in here. We're gonna get the compressor and probably blow this out, but let's try to take this carburetor apart. Oh, it's gonna be dead new when I'm done with this. So underneath these, you got the main jet screw, as far as I know, and then the nut that basically holds the bowl across the bottom. There's an appropriate tool, but I got a Leatherman. Let's try that. Oh yeah, all you need is a Leatherman. Oh yeah, okay, well, yep, Making a mess. Probably should get, well, whatever. Okay. All of the, yeah, we can save this and we'll squeeze it back in the gas tank, guys. I mean, we don't want to waste it. It's expensive, man. It is. I'm in trouble. Guys, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm clipping off the wrong thing. Oh no, you guys didn't tell me. There we go. What the hell was I doing? Yeah, you guys didn't even tell me. You guys are laughing at me. Stop laughing. You know, it's not nice. It hurts my feelings when you laugh like that. I deserve that, though, honestly. I'm not even... I deserve all of that. Break out the favorites. The Jaegers. Love these things. Ratchet wrenches. I'm not sponsored by Jaeger. But I like these. I got them on Amazon. And they're lifetime warranty. And if you break one, they just mail you a new one. That's pretty impressive. Send them a picture, and they handle that business because they're about that life. I love how not a single one of you said anything to me. That's not nice. Try to entertain you, and you guys just laugh at me. Okay. Oh, that is disgusting in there. All right, we're gonna clean all that out. Okay. Oh, yep. Guys, I don't know if you can see this. Hold on, let me see. There's so much crap in here. That's our problem. Oh, look at all the dirt. Wow. There's debris. Debris. I work with a guy and he says debris. I'm like, sir, aren't you a college graduate? You should know it's debris. Debris. Do you say Illinois too? The S in Illinois is silent for, you know, if you don't know that. And there's Kansas and Arkansas. Just kidding. It's not. It's Arkansas. I have a friend that lives in Arkansas. What's up, Josh? What's up, Hot Rex? Original HMT crew, you know what's up. You guys don't even know what that is. But if you built homemade turbo kits in the 90s, in the early 2000s, you would know what's up. Oh, she's like dead new. I mean, not really, but the brake clean really brings it around. Oh, there's so much crap on that. Oh my God. You guys, I know you can't see that. I know it, guys. I'm sorry, but there's so much crap in this. Wow, so much crap came out of there. The brake clean not only annihilates your skin when you're a ginger, it also finds every single cut instantaneously. Oh, that's way better. Okay, good. All right, that's good. Now we got to clean off the needle. Don't get your face near that. Oh yeah, she's clear. She's clear. Fire in the hole, she's clear. All right, now let's put this crap back together. Now what do you do for a base setting for this? I don't know, is it like a regular carburetor? You just seat it, and then like 1.5 turns out good is good to start? Probably. That's seat. You guys don't want to crush these things, right? So that's vertical. So that's half, 1/2. Listen to my compressor. Listen to this thing. It's freezing in here. This thing's not even running fast. This thing's like, no, I don't think so. Look at that. Passive moisture removal. That's what you want. Alright, you want to be a compressor, then act like it. Okay, let's try it open.
Yikes!
All right, that clearly has a governor problem. Let's address that. So this was stuck all the way open. I don't think you gotta grease that, but why not? Do we even care at this point? No, we don't. Oh, it moves a lot better now. All right, the governor is all freed up. So if this thing's moving the way it should. Okay, so let's go back up and see if it'll start. Guys, this thing smells like burnt dead rats. But the auger works. The transmission does work because I just put it in first and it lurched forward. Now you liberally apply your sweet patina Get Gone. Do not breathe the smoke. You don't want this smoke. Heh, get it? And we'll wipe it off. And we'll see if we can, you know, polish up the old girl. See if this can blow up in my face. It might work. I don't know what these are supposed to, probably should have looked first. Like, what are these things supposed to, you fill them to? I don't know. 10 pounds maybe, 20? So, I wiped this thing down with the sweet patina, just trying to get the grease off it. That stuff is amazing. Look at this thing. I mean, granted, I gotta like really pressure wash it, but I can't run the pressure washer now. But man, so what is this stuff? Sweet patina Get Gone Degreaser. Apparently it doesn't just work on cars, it works on everything. Tires are aired up. Everything works. Chute spins. Adjusted this so you can open and close it. Works on the choke, works off the choke. Tranny works. I don't know if you can say tranny anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Gears work. Now we wait for the snow. But in the meantime, look at the mess. Man, look at the size of the... All this fell out of the bottom of it. It's the next day. We got some snow. Wow, this is heavy. Not a lot of it. Maybe, I don't know, 6 inches. 6 inches is a lot. I don't care what my wife says. That's a lot. There she is in all of her glory. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Mad Ginger Customs. You guys watch me do it. You guys can pick up stuff, you know, if you need a little extra money, you know, you see them on the side of the road, snow blowers, lawnmowers. Most of the time it's because they just need the carbs cleaned out. So, you know, it's a good little side hustle if you need a little extra money. People pay decent money for good running lawn equipment. So, like, subscribe, do all the normal stuff. You know, hit up those Amazon links. You know, you don't have to buy what's in the link. You can just click it, go to Amazon, do your shopping. Gives us a tiny little kickback from Amazon. It keeps the channel running. Jess and I appreciate it. And if you guys don't like episodes like this, blame Chris. If I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.